Hi friends, I'm Mike Malcolm and this is Tri-Spired Tuesday, the video series that helps us evangelize Tulsa and the whole world using the beautiful art and architecture of Holy Family Cathedral. Today we're going to take a look back at transportation, specifically the transportation that priests used in early days, even before Oklahoma was a state, to get around and to minister to us Catholics who lived here. So the first priest that I want to draw your attention to is Father William Ketchum. He was really the pioneer priest in eastern Oklahoma, but it was before Oklahoma was a state. It was Indian Territory. He was based out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, at Assumption Parish there, and he was responsible for a huge swath of land. He had in his parish a number of counties, including Ottawa, Craig, Nowata, Washington, Tulsa, Rogers, Mays, Delaware, Adair, Cherokee, Wagner, Creek, Okfuskee, Okmulgee, Muskogee, and even more. Father Ketchum had a horse, and it was a very tired horse, I'm sure, but he also made use of the Katy rail lines and the Frisco rail lines to get around. And he'd make it to Tulsa every month or so and say Mass for the few Catholics that were living in the small town. As time went by, Holy Family Parish was established, and Father Charles Van Hulse, the first pastor, lived at 3rd and Elgin. On that plot of land was a church, a school, a rectory, and we don't talk about it often, but there was a corral for Father Charles's horse. A year later, when his brother, Father Theophile Van Hulse, became pastor, I think they kept the same horse. It was not until the third pastor, Father John Hiring, that the parish was able to afford its first motor car. And the parish bought, for the use of the pastor, a Ford motor car, and they were very proud of that fact that Father Hiring could drive around town to go to various meetings or meet with parishioners in their homes. An associate pastor of Holy Family, Father Emile de Prater, did not have access to that car, so he just got used to walking all around the town, and he was known as the walking priest. He went everywhere. He was the chaplain of a medical center that was at 500 North Denver, and he'd regularly walk from the cathedral, when it was established here, up to 500 North Denver, do some communion calls at the hospital, and then walk back. At some point, the parish decided, well, we better get him a car, and so they were able to afford a used Dodge for him to drive. We'll finish with one of my favorite pictures in the world. It's the 1914 dedication of Holy Family Church. And in the foreground, you can see two different types of cars, or two different types of vehicles. There's a motor car and then a horse-drawn carriage. And that moment in 1914 is kind of fun for me because we have the crossing of both worlds, horse-driven versus motor-driven vehicles. Thanks for watching Tri-Spired Tuesday. I will see you sometime soon.